Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
So glad you can join us. Crime continues to be a serious problem for Jamaica, but Top Cop seems confident to overcome the scourge. This story takes a lead in today's edition of Caribbean Perspective for Friday, 6th January 2023. Details when we return.
Win prizes weekly with the Dutch Lady Christmas promotion. You can win hampers, kitchen appliances, and much more. Here's how to win. Visit our Facebook and Instagram pages weekly to retrieve the recipe. Follow the recipe. Submit the final dish via email at dlchristmaspromotion@gmail.com, along with proof of purchase of Dutch Lady UHT or 410 evaporated milk. Recipes will be judged based on the display. Winners will be selected each week to battle for the grand prize in a live cooking show hosted by the creative chef. Look out for the Dutch Lady Santa Claus at supermarkets island-wide. The promotion runs from November 16th to December 21st, 2022. And once again, we'd like to congratulate the winner of last year's Dutch Lady Christmas promotion, Miss Brianna Bihari. Dutch Lady Milk, proudly distributed by Hubbard's Agency.
Welcome back. Jamaica's police commissioner confident that crime will be contained in 2023. Andrea Chisholm of TVJ News reports.
1,498 reported murders in Jamaica from January 1 to December 31, 2022. That's 24 more than the same period the year before. The St. James Police Division recorded the most murders, 198. Followed by St. Catherine North, 145, and Westmoreland, 140. Portland had the lowest number of murders, 14. As for other major crimes, robberies stood at 914, up 18%. Break-ins, 977, up 8%. Rape, however, declined by 13%. Ending at 419, and shootings also went down by 8%. 1,162 shootings were recorded. For the police commissioner, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is in a better position to fight crime in 2023.
I expect fantastic results this year. And you know why? Because I have the team, we have the plans, we have the changes that got interrupted in 2020 and 2021, we pushed through in 2022, that by the end of the year we started to see the benefits of it. And 2023, and set the conditions to launch in 2023 with a new energy, with a number of the things that were delayed now in place.
Major Anderson says excellence is a process which requires commitment from all parties involved, and so far, police personnel in partnership with the stakeholders are on the right track.
St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew used his New Year's address to deliver a message of hope for citizens and residents. Glenn Bart of SKN Newsline reports.
According to Prime Minister Drew, the year will be one of transition and the continuing recovery out of the COVID-19 pandemic, while working towards achieving a sustainable island economy.
The year ahead will be one of transition, renewed vision and growth. Our economy is set to experience a steady recovery as we transition out of the pandemic era and continue our transformation into a sustainable island state. Your St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party administration sincerely pledges to put in much needed effort on behalf of each citizen and resident of this nation to raise the standard of living and build a better St. Kitts and Nevis. This will be based on our 7 foundational pillars to provide food security, green energy transition, economic diversification, sustainable industries, a creative economy, COVID-19 recovery, and social protection. Our intent is to pursue fiercely new initiatives throughout the course of the upcoming year that will enable us to accomplish some of the key goals that will chart the course for sustainable growth of our nation and make St. Kitts and Nevis a better place to live, work, and visit. I am confident that the extraordinary resilience, fortitude, and compassion we have witnessed in our communities over the past years will continue to motivate and inspire us in this upcoming year 2023. There is much to do, but we are off to a terrific start, and I am excited about the wonderful prospects 2023 and the next 4 years have to offer.
Premier Mark Brantley also painted a positive picture for Nevis during 2023, referring to infrastructure, housing, and energy, among other plans.
In 2023, we will continue to give coordinated and focused attention to our infrastructural development. The existing projects of the Bath Road, the Butlers Road, and the new hospital wing will all be completed. We will also see the conclusion of the road renovation project from Cliff Dwellers to Camps. We are committed to the Churchground Hamilton and Westbury Fountain Mount Lily bypass roads. There will be a continuation of the CCTV project as we continue our fight against crime. In 2023, we will witness the commencement of the TVET Center at the Charleston Secondary School. In June of this year, the drilling of the 3 production and 2 injection geothermal wells will begin. This will signal the realization of our geothermal ambitions. The manifestation of such ambition will be our energy security and independence. We expect to see the construction of the much-awaited marina at Tamarind Cove and the necessary work on the airport, seaport, and Southern Coast Road, to which we have committed. The year ahead will be filled with challenges and difficulties as those prior. However, I am confident that as a people we have the requisite capacity and fortitude to persevere regardless of the circumstances. Our history has been one of struggle, resilience, and success. At every pivotal moment, at every historic juncture of difficulty, we have always dug deep within ourselves and embraced the spirit of duty, discipline, and resilience.
The creation of jobs in both the public and private sectors will be watched by citizens on both islands. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Minister of Labour and Immigration in the Bahamas, Keith Bell, says there are 345 people in the detention center for repatriation. More in this ZNS News item.
Last year proved to be the largest year for repatriations for a long time, with Minister of Labour and Immigration, the Honourable Keith Bell, revealing that to Christmas Day, illegal migrants were being repatriated, while additional exercises were carried out today and more is scheduled tomorrow. In August, Commodore of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force Raymond King revealed that repatriation stood at 2,250, a number exceeded combined figures for the last 3 years. Bell, who says an additional 30 Cubans were repatriated on New Year's Day, was able to share the number of illegal migrants being detained.
There is a total of 345 persons in the detention center, the majority being females, 274 females, 143 males, and a number of other persons who are in the safe house. And as you would appreciate, the children, they're in the safe house along with their some next of kin. In addition to that, we would have had 198 Cubans, which make up those numbers in the detention center. And so it is obviously a concern for us. And you'd have seen up to yesterday, I think, a cruise ship intercepted a Cuban vessel. And also we know some landed in Key West, Florida. And so we are continuing to monitor the excessive migration from both Haiti and Cuba. And we are working to ensure that we have timely repatriations.
Now, the immigration minister says repatriations can only occur when an individual's home country agrees to take them, adding that the number of migrants making their way to the Bahamas usually increases from November onward, while further anticipates the country will continue to see an influx of migrants from Haiti and Cuba, but says ultimately officials are focused on protecting Bahamian borders and will move to repatriate illegal migrants as soon as possible.
I also want to send a plea out to our fishermen who are out there, that if you see these vessels, that please call the law enforcement agents so we're able to intercept to make sure that nobody gets through. And I want to indicate too that in the past week we would have put 61 Cubans before our courts. They would have been put before the courts are sentenced, and they would have been ordered to be deported from the country. And so there is a lot going on. I'm satisfied, and I want to commend all of our law enforcement partners for the work that they're doing, including the U.S. Coast Guard, who are out there intercepting these people. And I ask the Bahamian people to continue to pray for the people in Cuba and Haiti as those countries go through very, very serious crises.
Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, arrived in Guyana on Monday for a 4-day official visit, making his first stop at the Diamond Housing Project and Dura Villa Homes with the Minister of Housing and Water. More details from HGP Nightly News with Renetta Burnett.
On Monday, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, arrived in Guyana for a 4-day official visit after returning on the same flight from Brazil with President Irvin Ali. The two leaders were in Brasilia for the inauguration of President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. Dr. Gonsalves accompanied the Minister of Housing and Water, Colin Crowell, where they visited the Dura Villa housing project in Diamond, East Bank, Demerara, on Tuesday.
Well, I was very impressed with the project which the government of Guyana is involved in building low-income houses. I saw the settlement, the housing settlement.
Dr. Gonsalves commented on the presence of government subsidy for the 2-bedroom houses standing on over 5,000 square feet of land at the cost of US $24,000, stating that the government has started an excellent initiative.
I can speak fairly authoritatively about this kind of project because we have been engaged in St. Vincent and Grenadines since 2001, my government, with low income and lower middle and middle income.
The Prime Minister stated that one of the basic needs of a human being is to have a house of quality and affordability. Gonsalves stated that houses at Dura Villa were quite impressive.
We are making arrangements to buy and to have delivered to us by the end of March 50 1-, 2-, and 3-bedroom houses.
Dr. Gonsalves, who will be in Guyana until Friday, highlighted the strong ties shared between Guyana and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I am Renata Burnett, reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Heads of the major unions representing public servants in Trinidad and Tobago are gearing up for their matters at the Industrial Court, and they say they are cautiously optimistic. However, the unions say the matter would be best handled outside the court. TV6's Vanessa Cutting has more.
Trade unions have retained the council and are preparing to take the wage increase fight to the industrial court. But with each of the union's matters being heard individually, the process is expected to take some time.
Well, the matter is to be heard within the coming months, I believe in the month of April for us. The other unions, other associations have varying dates. So we all are being to be heard separately. At this time, over the January, February, and March months, we would be expected to make the necessary submissions, written submissions to the court in preparation for the actual trials.
But trade union heads say they would still prefer to have the matter settled outside the court.
We could have reached an amicable settlement. There was a possibility for that, a strong possibility for an amicable settlement. But the minister would have taken this matter to the court prematurely. We maintain that. We would hope still that the minister rethink his views on the matter and that they take it out of court and let us continue our talks to bring about a reasonable settlement.
In fact, President of the Fast Service Association, Leo Ramkasoon, believes it would be in the government's best interest to do so.
So they feel that they need to take us to court so that the court will impose on us that we must take that 4%. So in order to do that, in order for us to put up our defense, we must be able to prove to the court that they can afford something better than 4%. Now, for the state to rebut that, they must show economic, part of what they have to argue, they must show the economic evidence that they can't. And as time goes along, as the year progresses, the economy is improving and is predicted to continue to improve.
Meantime, it appears the Police Service Social and Welfare Association will also be heading to court, despite indicating last December that they would be willing to accept the government's 4% offer. Have you all received any response as yet?
No, we haven't gotten anything official as yet. Nonetheless, we have gotten the mandate from our membership. We have written the authorities, and we are with their communique in writing as to where we are moving forward. We are aware that also our court date is currently the 15th of February, and we are still putting things in place where that is concerned. But our membership have given a mandate to the executive to accept the 4% together with some adjustments to the allowances, and that is where we are at this juncture.
Attempts to get a response from the PSA and tutor were unsuccessful. Renessa Cutting, TV6 News.
The Food Fair Shop and Win promotion is back, better than ever. We are giving away $30,000 in prizes with the promotional activities you know and love, like find the misplaced items, spin the wheel, and other exciting in-store activities. You can win hams, turkeys, vouchers, cooking gas from Sol, and lunch packages from the Creative Chef. The promotion runs from November 16th to December 23rd, 2022. Food Fair, where you can fill your baskets without emptying your pockets.
I am Eddie Frederick, wishing you a restful weekend. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please continue to log on to CaribbeanPerspective.com for more daily news and more.